Hello, my friends. Let's talk about money, stress, and the rat race. The other day, I passed up a promotion at work. It would have given me better benefits, but no raise. It would have been more stress and responsibilities, but no more job security than I have. It would have helped my employer, but it wasn't worth it to me. I would have no increase in job security. I would have more stress, and I wouldn't have any more seniority as taking on that project wouldn't. Basically, it's only helping the boss, and I would get better benefits than I have, but that was the only positive thing about it for me personally. A co-worker and one of the very few who knows that I live in a van inferred I didn't take the promotion because I am lazy, quote unquote. Later, this quote unquote friend said he was just joking. So there's a huge pressure at work to move up the ladder. At work, I often hear people complain about the stressful nature of the job that we do. I purposefully take steps to minimize that and withdraw from the rat race as much as I can afford to. Eventually, my goal is to work 3 days a week. Yet there's so much judgment. I guess some people just have this notion that misery likes company, and they figure that if they're miserable, you should be miserable too. But they don't really say that outward. Maybe they are unaware of what they're doing consciously, and it's just like a subconscious programming in their brain that says that in order to be a success or in order to fit within the norms of society, you have to go out there and basically put yourself in stressful situations often. So one might ask oneself, what is the purpose of working to the point where you're stressed out? And it's interesting, I read this article. In fact, I think I'm going to read some of it to you right now, and it's about rich people. Like they have over like $1.5–2 million, and they are stressed out about money as well. So I'm going to read that to you right now. So there's a survey of over 2,215 U.S. investors with a net worth of $1 million or more. The net results published were When Is Enough Enough? Why the Wealthy Can't Get Off the Treadmill, and revealed that while millionaires recognize their good fortune, they feel compelled to strive for more, spurred on by either their own ambition, their desire to protect their family's lifestyle, or an ever-present fear of losing it. As a result, many feel stuck on a treadmill without a real sense of how much wealth they would make that would satisfy them enough to get off the treadmill. The study also revealed that no matter how much wealth is accumulated, millionaires still fear that they could lose it all with one wrong move. So recently, we've had a newly elected government, and I don't want to get into a lot of political stuff, but this may be a bit political, so my apologies for that. But basically, what happened was the government, provincial government, New Democratic Party of British Columbia, has taken it upon themselves to essentially raise taxes for the rich, and user fees and stuff like that, and lessen costs for the average working family. The childcare costs are going to be decreased, as well as we have a medical service premium plan that we have to pay, but they're going to eliminate that. It's only $75 a month, but they're going to eliminate it. And, there's some controversy about how, if they're going to have enough money to be able to pay for all the programs they want to put in place, for lack of a better word. So one thing they're going to do, to give you an example, is if you buy a car if you buy a car that's worth over $300,000, like I'm assuming it's a Lamborghini, or I don't know. I'm not a car guy, so I don't really fully understand all the prices and stuff. Anyway, if you buy a car that's worth over $300,000, you have to pay a $75,000 amount of tax. And of course, some people are saying, yeah, that's awesome. And others are saying, wow, that's a lot of money in tax. My opinion is if you can afford to play, you can afford to pay. And if you can afford a $300,000 car, $75,000 on top of it is not going to render you destitute. So we must ask ourselves, what is the purpose of putting ourselves in this situation where we get stressed out at work? It's like, where is the balance that we can achieve? And I think really a lot of it's in our mind. And if we can just let go of always being in the rat race and realizing there's more to life than just money, and do things that you enjoy doing that bring meaning and purpose to your life. Some people it's travel, some people it's like painting or some kind of art, some people it's karate, some people it's music. Whatever it is, do things that bring meaning to your life and focus less on money. It takes a concerted effort to resist that pressure and to say, okay, that's your opinion. I appreciate that you have one, but I'm going to disagree, and I'm going to do things my way. Now, of course, they're always going to say, they're going to second guess you and say, oh, wait a second. If you do that, that, what are you going to do for retirement? And, oh my goodness, what's going to happen? And blah, blah, blah. Well, you got to be, I do agree that you don't want to be irresponsible, and you should have some money set aside or a way to take care of yourself when you're old. I don't think you should rely on handouts. But at the same time, it's got to be a balance. It can't be worrying your whole life away about money when you're old for the last 10 or 15 years of your life. Meanwhile, your life itself is evaporating under your feet. So you got to find a balance. You got to have a way to be happy, be content, and not constantly be on the wheel chasing that piece of cheese or that carrot on a stick. So while it's important to have enough money to take care of yourself and your basic responsibilities, it's achieving the balance of knowing when you have enough and saying, I'm going to stop once I have, $10,000 in the bank. Maybe I have enough. Ultimately, we only have one life guaranteed. I believe that we're only on this earth for a limited time, and what's beyond that, I don't claim to know. So enjoy life while you have it, and don't work your butt off to buy stuff you don't need to impress people that you don't like. Thanks for watching, and be well, my friends.